Now, fans that either sold their tickets or whatever, all of a sudden an emphasis is starting to get thrown onto the tickets where people believe she will be playing. And that's starting to make the ticket prices go up, up, and up.
The Federal Reserve might need to step in because ticket prices are going through the roof, almost like she's shooting three-pointers on the moon. Viewership is hitting record highs, and fans are willing to do anything just to get courtside seats. It's like magic. She's a mix of LeBron, Steph, and Taylor Swift all in one. All this excitement started when Caitlin Clark returned from her injury.
Ticket sales are down 70% in many places. The Fever played the Mystics 2 nights ago. The cheapest ticket before her injury was announced was $41, okay? The cheapest one. After her injury was announced and people knew that she wasn't going to be playing, the lowest ticket price dropped to $3. This is the Caitlin Clark effect. The WNBA still doesn't quite realize what they have in Caitlin Clark. She is the absolute golden goose, the golden ticket. She is the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. They must protect her at all costs.
Clark isn't just playing basketball. She's affecting money, media stories, and people's egos too. The WNBA is getting hit hard without even noticing. Honestly, there's life before Caitlin Clark and after Caitlin Clark. Before her, ticket prices were calm. Now they're skyrocketing, taking fans' wallets straight into luxury levels.
Don't hate the player, hate the game she got, because she's really talented, especially for being Falangi, She's like the Stephen Curry of WNBA with the threes and stuff. Like, proven fact is, they had a game on June 7th scheduled, it was going to be Ada Reese's team, which plays for Chicago, and then for Caitlin Clark's team. They were supposed to go up there playing Chicago on June 7th. First, the ticket sales were at $76 a ticket. Then after they found out Caitlin Clark's not playing that game, she got injured, sales dropped to $25 a ticket.
What's really happening is that some WNBA veterans are freaking out. Even though the rule is simple, bigger audience means more money, so calm down. The Caitlin Clark effect isn't just about her scoring 30 points. It's everywhere. Even when she's not on the court, numbers go up. Merch sells more, TV ratings rise, and security is on edge because the crowd acts like she's Taylor Swift at an NFL game.
Ticket sales are down 70% in many places. The Fever played the Mystics 2 nights ago. The cheapest ticket before her injury was announced was $41, okay? The cheapest one. After her injury was announced and people knew that she wasn't going to be playing, the lowest ticket price dropped to $3. This is the Caitlin Clark effect. The WNBA still doesn't quite realize what they have in Caitlin Clark. She is the absolute golden goose, the golden ticket. She is the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. They must protect her at all costs. You can argue all you want if she's the best player in the league, but you absolutely cannot argue if she's the most important, because she is. She is more valuable than all the other players combined, and that is just a fact.
Here's the kicker. Some WNBA players seem like they'd rather defend a fast break barefoot than admit what's happening. You'd think the league would celebrate someone putting them in the national spotlight, like a point guard on a mission for ESPN. But instead, some players act like Caitlin showed up and took their lunch money, and their endorsement deals too.
Is now suffering a major injury as Caitlin Clark is going to be out for 2 weeks with a quad injury. And the reason we're bringing this up specifically is the Clarkonomics effect to this. Obviously, players miss time all the time, but the Sky and the Fever were supposed to play in Chicago in about a week on June 7th. The opening ticket price was $86 because you have the Angel Reese versus Caitlin Clark showdown that is now box office. Yeah, those tickets are now down to $25. Down to $25 after the injury announcement. And it's supposed to take place in the Bulls Arena, the United Center, as opposed to the normal Wintrust Arena. That's about a 12,000 seat difference, give or take. So
the strangest part, even on nights she doesn't play, Caitlin's effect still hits hard. Arenas are packed just in case she shows up. Who else does that? Not the players posting passive-aggressive Instagram posts about respecting the vets. Sure, we respect the veterans, but we also respect the 2.5 million viewers tuning in to watch Caitlin get triple-teamed at half court. Some players don't get it. Clark isn't their rival, she's their elevator. Instead of taking the ride up, a few are busy trying to pull the cables. On the surface, it's welcome to the league, But underneath there's side eyes, body checks, and complaints about rookies needing to earn it. Sure, January, because apparently earning it doesn't include being the reason your next game is on national TV for the first time in 12 years. Veteran envy is louder than an overtime buzzer beater. The irony? Caitlyn doesn't play like a diva. She isn't asking for special treatment. She's just hitting logo threes like her shot chart has GPS. Meanwhile, some players care more about guarding the league than changing the game.
Support system, that shouldn't change. I think, Caitlyn knows that she has the ears and eyes in the locker room, and the support that she has behind, whether it's us or anybody else. I would like to think that she knows it's there, and to really take her time and make sure that she's, well enough to be who she needs to be for us, because I want the 100% Caitlyn, so I'll take it.
Then comes the media frenzy. The moment Clark touches the ball, analysts break it down. Cameras track her like drones, and social media explodes. It's like ESPN meets National Geographic, following the wild Caitlyn in her natural hardwood habitat. Casual fans start debating defense on TikTok, and the league's social numbers soar. You'd think players would celebrate all this attention, but instead there's commentary like, she hasn't proven herself yet. Girl, she's done more in 15 minutes than some teams in 15 seasons. Even when she doesn't play, the hype is real. Scalpers charge as if she's Coachella's main act, and some teams haven't seen that kind of buzz since the Obama era. Yet some players resist, dropping thinly veiled tweets and locker room shade, acting like Clark invented attention. She may be a rookie, but she's also a rookie filling more seats than your last 3 playoff runs combined.
She's human after all, Dan. She's going to be out for at least a couple of weeks, it appears.
Yeah, you know what's interesting about Caitlin Clark? Remember last year, she played in the Final Four. Right after that, she went immediately to the WNBA. Draft came, season started, and, didn't miss a beat. And all of a sudden, she got a little rest and comes back, gets a little banged up. I heard you talking about it earlier, and it's going to be fascinating to me, Ricky. I've been to Fever games, and the one thing you notice, and this is more so than even when Peyton Manning was the quarterback of the Colts.
Cognitive dissonance is real. Sure, the WNBA has always had stars. Diana Taurasi could probably elbow a brick wall and the wall would apologize, but Clark brings something bigger than basketball, cultural velocity. Like Serena or Tiger, she has that rare lightning-in-a-bottle energy you can't teach or copy. She's not perfect. She gets blocked, stripped, and makes turnovers, but even her mistakes go viral. When she takes a charge, Twitter lights up. When she gets hip-checked, sports radio debates it. Scratch her nose? Blogs ask if she's hurt. That's power earned, not demanded. She didn't just show up. She ignited. A smart league would harness that energy instead of trying to quiet it with salty pressers or forced drama. Yet some players act like they need to humble her as a rite of passage. This isn't a sorority, it's a business. And right now, Caitlyn is the league's best sales pitch since day one.
Describe Caitlin Clark.
Amazing.
Yes.
A beast. She is the truth. She's the truth, and she was a rookie. Knock down the three-pointer, get to the rim. She can get to the free throw line. She's crafty.
Yeah, very crafty.
Crafty, so sometimes she look like she's coming off for a three-point shot and she backdoors you for a layup. She gets her teammates involved. She can pass. She can shoot. Man, she is
The real drama is that even casual fans are noticing how differently Caitlin Clark is treated. She's drawing millions of viewers, yet some people still act like her success is a threat. If the league played it smart, they could use this attention to showcase all players, sell more jerseys, get bigger TV deals, and grow the game. Instead, some players act like Clark's rise is an invasion, not a revolution. Every time she plays, or even sits on the bench, the league becomes a bigger story. But ego-driven gatekeeping is blocking progress. Clark may be a rookie, but she already has the ball, the spotlight, and massive market influence. Whether she's hitting logo threes or just sipping Gatorade, the Caitlin Clark effect is unstoppable, and the league can either ride it or get left behind.
crazy was this season versus the seasons past?
Our jersey sales were up 1,193%. The Caitlin Clark effect is real, and we're thrilled about it. But it brought visibility to the whole team of the Fever and to the WNBA. But if we just want to keep it in Indiana, we look at ticket sales sold out every night, over 17,000 fans in our games at home. When Caitlin announced that she was coming out into the draft on a Thursday afternoon, from that time to Sunday night, we had over 6,000 phone calls, people wanting to buy season tickets. But even something as simple as our terrific mascot, Freddie Fever, his appearance requests went up 150% this season. So you talk about the Fever, the team, which is what we've been working on,
The crowd screams louder for warm-ups than for tip-off. You're not just watching a game, you're seeing a shift. Caitlin Clark didn't break the WNBA. She just showed how much bigger it could be. That's hard to swallow if you thought only your agent had that kind of pull. Then enters Cathy Engelbert, the WNBA commissioner, acting like she single-handedly brought the league into the spotlight. She's giving PowerPoints titled How I Saved the WNBA, as if Clark is just some intern handing out Gatorade. Cathy didn't drop 40 points in the Final Four, set viewership records, spark merch explosions, or make men who'd never watched women's sports suddenly understand a dribble handoff. Yet now she struts like a marketing genius. The Caitlin Clark effect isn't a team-building exercise. It's a cultural earthquake, and all anyone can do is hold on while it shakes.
Shame on you. Cathy Engelbert pens this beautiful article written by Cathy, about Cathy, for Cathy, explaining why she is solely responsible for the boom of the WNBA. Folks, I wish I was kidding, but I'm not. The commissioner of the WNBA on transferring the league ahead of a breakout season. And what was that plan that Cathy Engelbert put in place? Working in partnership with my new WNBA team members, NBA colleagues, and WNBA owners, we developed a strategy with 3 pillars. The league would think player first.
If you take Caitlin Clark out of the picture, the roar disappears. Suddenly, the crowd feels like a quiet high school reunion, and ESPN coverage sinks back under cornhole and old bowling reruns. Ratings would be basement level. Meanwhile, Cathy Engelbert is on tour, treating every mic like a chance to talk about strategic growth initiatives, as if the nation suddenly tuned in to watch the Indiana Fever because of her marketing plan. She acts like Clark is just a background dancer in Cathy Saves the WNBA, but everyone knows the league would still be practicing in a YMCA gym if not for Clark's pull. Instead of honoring her, Cathy gives speeches about hard work behind the scenes. Behind the scenes? The only thing there is the reality check waiting if Caitlin takes a week off.
Man, you guys heard me correctly. None other than Cathy Engelbert is singing a different tune this season about Caitlin Clark. Now, we know last year she was talking about all of the other rookies being included in this, making a difference, being able to help contribute to the big bang of the WNBA. This time around, she's owing it all to Caitlin Clark. Me personally, I told y'all this at the beginning of the month. The chickens was coming home to roost for the WNBA, because I'm telling you right now, there has been a lot of spooky things going on, and people is tired of it.
If Clark decided to retire tomorrow, the league would fall apart faster than a player slipping on a buttered floor. One player pulled the whole WNBA into prime time, and now Cathy is trying to make it look like a team effort. This isn't her master plan, it's Caitlin's highlight reel, and the league is lucky to tag along. If the WNBA had any sense, they'd be protecting Clark between games like she's carrying nuclear codes. This isn't just about load management, it's legacy management. She's the rookie, the main event, the halftime show, and the whole ad campaign in one. Yet she's being fouled constantly, and the refs just stand there like it's some Mad Max Fury court.
Cathy Engelbert, in her naivete or in her delusion, she takes credit for it. Instead of saying it's because of Caitlin Clark, instead of saying it's because of the person from Iowa, instead of saying it was because of her, Cathy says, oh, it's all me. My strategy, my plan, my 3 pillars. In this entire article, Cathy Engelbert mentions Caitlin Clark's name 2, maybe 3 times. Angel Reese's name once. Cameron Briggs' name once. Let's get right into it because this article, from start to finish, is disgusting.
Protect the investment. Caitlin Clark isn't just playing basketball, she's boosting the league's economy. She's why tickets sell out and resale apps look like scalpers are selling Beyoncé seats. She's why media is taking the WNBA seriously instead of treating it like a niche sport. You'd think the league would be on high alert to keep her safe, but instead, it feels like they're testing how much she can take before turning into a walking insurance claim. This is the league's LeBron, Serena, or Steph Curry moment, and instead of building her into a superstar brand, they're letting her get hit like she wandered into an NFL scrimmage.
Why, sports supporters? Well, I think this pretty much closes the book on its Me Too. They're tuning in for Me Too. Oh, the WNBA's not going to like that. Oh, those Angel Reese trolls online that are trying to come for me and other YouTube channels, y'all aren't going to like this. Good. Too bad. I mean, it's more statistical proof, data, to confirm exactly what we've been saying, that Caitlin Clark is driving this whole ship, this whole bus. She's driving it. Everybody else get in the back.
Meanwhile, the very players who should be grateful for their bigger paychecks are throwing elbows like it's a throwback fight night. Clark doesn't need a reality check. She needs security and a highlight reel played before every game with a do not touch warning. Without her, this season would be as exciting as a lukewarm decaf latte. She deserves recognition, awards named after her, her own rule book, even a hologram statue mid-season. Caitlin Clark didn't just show up, she dominated, and it's time the WNBA treated her like the star she is.